From the trading floor of the NYMEX, I'm Jill Malandrino for The Street. And Zook, last time we spoke over the summer, gold was trading with a 12 handle, and you were relatively neutral after being a long-term bear. Now we're looking at a 10 handle potentially. What's happened?
Well, certainly we broke some technical levels up around 1180, but the dollar continued its strength, and certainly the Fed meeting was on the back of people's minds, and with China just getting rid of all sort of asset classes about 2-3 weeks ago really took gold to the woodshed along with most commodities.
What are your expectations going into the Fed meeting? Do you think we just consolidate here and it's really going to be what happens after the Fed announcement?
I certainly think the initial reaction, if they raise rates, will be gold lower and equities lower. However, it is an actual admission that we might be able to stand on our own 2 feet, and maybe when the dust settles, the equity markets will firm up and go higher. They may even be baked into the equity, so I don't see too much side on the downside of the equities. Gold, though, seeing that we did have a little bit of a bounce in the gold during the summer, back up to about 11.5 or so, and now we're back here at 1100, could easily take out the recent lows between 070, 080, and finally test that $1,000 number.
How about copper? Because we don't hear about that much, but it's gotten a lot of attention over the past 2 to 3 weeks with Chinese demand and data being really poor. But with Glencore shutting production off, do you think we could see some support here?
Certainly the numbers in China have been poor, but the stimulus programs that they put into effect earlier in the year, especially the Chinese power grids, seem to be taking effect. If you've seen some of the import data out of China, we've seen a continued 300,000 to 400,000 importing of copper this year, and that has not abated. With the Glencore shutting down production, certainly in water-starved areas such as Africa, all of their operations there, and Grasberg, which is Freeport-McMoRan, having negotiations about whether their concentrate can be exported out of Papua New Guinea. We definitely have some supply constraints that have not been on the table. Coupled with some Chilean news and their constant contract negotiations with their workers, has been the first time that we've seen supply disruptions that may take effect and put a floor into the copper market.
All right, thanks very much, Zook. From the trading floor of the NYMEX, I'm Jill Malandrino for The Street.